Hey everybody, it's an Ambassador Diamond Lisa Fuller and Double Diamond Angela Jockett. And today I want to talk to you guys about blitzing because I know, I don't believe it, I know it's the biggest part of your business. In fact, in the beginning, I notice a lot of my distributors don't do a lot of blitzing. I don't think it's because they don't want to. I think it's because at that point you're going through your hundreds list, your friends and family who you know. But the thing is that I promise you, I don't care who you are or how many people you know, you will run out of people you know. You will run out. And plus, some of my best people have come from a blitz card.
Well, you're building a business.
Yeah.
And you really can't build that on any family. If you think about it, I mean, you've got to blitz.
You have to. You do. You have to blitz. You know what? Pam Souter said something at a training one day. She said, you don't have to love, she said, you don't have to like parties, but you have to fall in love with doing parties. And it's the same way with blitzing. You don't have to like it. I don't think anyone in the world, barely anyone I could think of, enjoys walking up to strangers. I get that. I don't think you're going to enjoy it. But I love how It Works has made it easy for us to do that. I can't imagine being in another company. I always joke around and say, can you imagine if you sold candles? What would you do? Carry one in your purse and walk up to people and be like, smell this.
Right.
The
coupon is genius, I think.
It is.
It's made getting this business out there and sharing it with other people so easy. So easy.
And especially opening a new territory.
It's something I actually ask people, like, that are in other businesses that are thinking about our business, like, well, how do you market your product?
Yeah.
Because I just think the Blitz card is genius. Everybody loves coupons. Everybody.
And you know what they say? Well, ads or booths.
We put our pamphlet in the mail or on doorknobs or,
But they don't have a way to just walk up to people comfortably and talk about the business. And we do because everyone loves a coupon. Yeah. I don't know anybody who doesn't. I remember in the beginning of the business, Angie was not fond of blitzing at all. I don't think I was ever fond of it, but I didn't have a problem with it. But
you would do it. Yeah. You were confident enough to do it.
I would do it. I would definitely do it.
But what's crazy, we were waitresses.
Yeah.
So we talked to people all day long, but
you had in your mind selling. I don't want to push. I don't want to sell. I think people need to get rid of that idea.
I do too.
One of the things that helped me was Cindy Pentecost had said at a training, who are you? She kind of looked out in the audience and she said, who are you to pick and choose who gets to decide whether they want this amazing opportunity? You hold in your hand this amazing card that could change somebody's lives. Look what it did for my life. Look what it did for Angie's life.
Yeah.
Look what it's doing for your life. You're not going to tell people about it? That would be like if you found a place where they held pots of gold and you didn't tell me where it was. She didn't tell me. Yeah, I'd be mad.
Yeah.
Guess what? That's how I approach a lot of people is I couldn't live with myself if I didn't at least tell you about this. You can do what you want with it after I tell you. But it's changing so many lives that it would be selfish of me not to share it with you.
Yeah.
And, that's how you have to, you don't look at this like pushing or selling. You hold a winning lottery ticket with that Blitz card. The person, all they got to do is take it and cash it in. And somehow, some way, shape, or form, it could change their life. So once you got into really standing behind the products, it was a lot easier for you to blitz because you knew what you had your hands on.
It was.
Yeah. And I think it starts with being a product of the products. We talk about that. That way you can...
I did a lot of personal development. Yeah. I did a lot of reading. So it took a lot, no doubt about it. But now I'm the one doing the calls. Yeah. I do the trainings on it. I stand up and tell the people how to blitz. So you will get better.
It's crazy because I know some of you are watching this thinking, no, I won't. You're thinking,
I was that way.
I'm that scared, or it's that uncomfortable, or it will never happen. She thought that. I thought I would never be able to get in front of a group of people and speak. I'm telling you.
I did too.
Definitely.
I did too. I mean, I would skip school when I had to go do a report in front of the class. So,
me too.
And you're speaking in front of hundreds. I'm speaking in front of hundreds. I mean, I tell my team, it's just like when you're 5 years old trying to get up on that bike. I mean, that bike looks big and scary and you're going to fall off it. But if you never get up on that bike, you're never going to learn how to ride it. And it's the same with anything in life, not just blitzing, not, speaking up in front of people, but anything. If you don't attempt to do it, you're never going to be able to do it. So
it gets easier.
It does get easier. Not to say that I love to do it. I do it, but that's because I know
you got to.
what it's going to do. Yeah, I mean, what it's already done and what more it's going to do, because like I said before, it's just getting started. We're just getting started.
That's how we're opening this area, and that's how I can deal. You know, one of the cool things about moving here to Phoenix is I'm kind of putting myself in the shoes of a lot of distributors that I sign that are the first in their area. And I knew I'm here, I don't know anyone, and I have to go and blitz people to get this business going. We have to talk to people. We know no one here except each other.
Yeah.
And if we don't go out there and blitz people, we're not going to be able to spread the word and make this happen. So it's so important that you guys learn to blitz. So what we want to do this video is we want to teach you all the tips and tricks that we can think of to get you out there doing it more comfortable. And one of the ways I like to blitz is by incorporating it into my day, because that's comfortable for me. And if you think about how many people you come in contact with, my golden rule is if they do something for me, in return they get a blitz card. So whether I'm at the carryout and a lady gives me change because she cashed me out and I give her a card, she did something for me, in return she gets a card. And I take advantage of those situations too, though. If I've got 5 people standing behind me in the line at the carryout, after I give it to her, I'll say, oh, and let me give you guys one too. Because that would be rude to just give her one and them one too, right? So that's kind of how I do it.
And if you're not comfortable with that, speak loud.
Yeah,
so just speak loud so people can hear you, and you will have people say, hey, can I get one of them?
Oh, we've had that happen. So, together, her and I have had somebody starts talking about it, and then the person will go, what are you guys talking about? Can I get one of those? So it does happen. Speak loud.
Speak loud.
So just a little bit about how I blitz, and then Angie's really got the best tips. Most of the stuff I've done blitzing, I've learned from her. The way she blitzes, how she gets her information, how she actually pulls people in by blitzing. Because 90% of the time when you blitz, nothing happens right then. Nothing happens. You're not going to get a party. You're not going to book an appointment. You're nothing. And before, I was just walking away. Here's your coupon. That was it. And I'm never going to see that person again. I was probably the second or third time they saw it, and it was going to take 7, and it just wasn't in the cards. So I always thought about how can we get people so we're connecting with them. I want to pull them into my world, and you're the one that started doing what you're doing now, and I'm going to let you talk about that. But just to get you guys a little bit into my day of blitzing, it would be taking every single opportunity, like dropping my daughter off at school, and maybe the crossing guard is standing right there, and I roll down my window and say, oh, let me give you a coupon. Sending one in to the basket, like if it's Valentine's Day and we make the teacher a little basket, putting one in there for her. Making sure that if I go do anything at my daughter's schools, that I have some in my purse so I can give some to the moms.
Wear a t-shirt.
Always
wear a t-shirt.
Always wearing a t-shirt. In fact, since we were here in Arizona, it's so funny because the first day I went into my bank, I opened a bank account here. The first day I went in, I sat down with the lady, and I was with her for an hour, filling everything out, talking, and she said, so what do you do? And I said, I own my own business, and that's it. Like, she was filling out paperwork, and she never asked anything. And I just didn't feel like it was the right time. I don't know, I was just having one of those moments where I should have blitzed her, but I didn't. It still happens, guys. Yes, it does. It does. It happens all the time. Well, basically, long story short, Angie and I went in the very next day, and Angie went with me this time. And I had my t-shirt on the day before. She didn't say anything. But this time, Angie and I both went in with a t-shirt because I had to make a deposit. And she walked up and waited on me, and she said, oh, is that your business? And she pointed to mine and Angie's shirt. It works. I have a wrap with her. On Monday, me and Angie got to go wrap her. So that's how that works. The t-shirt itself is a coupon. It's amazing. They're pretty. You want to know what works.
Well, that's how I just got my recent loyal customer here. I was wearing a shirt all the time, taking my son to school, and got into conversation with her. She asked me what happened to my son. He just had stitches, and started talking about how we were having a training, and he fell off a scooter. And I always try to look for ways to include the business. Whenever I'm in conversation. So I always try to put that little blurb of the business in it, whether it be anything. It doesn't matter what it is.
You can always bring it up. In fact, I have gotten so good at blitzing that I don't even ask people anymore. They ask me for the coupon. I've gotten them to ask me. How do I do that? Well, in case you guys can't see, I got my funky green
black,
nails.
bling nails.
Now, and even if I don't have a knit work shirt on, like today, let's say I just didn't have one on for some reason. Maybe they're all dirty. I don't know. Actually, I just didn't feel like wearing one today because I always
She still
have
has her bracelets on.
Yeah, but I've got my bracelets. I got this. And just to show you guys, I have this green purse. Now, every single time she's with me, I go to pay for something. I set my purse on the counter and I go like this with my nails and I'm reaching in. The person says to me, "You must really like green." And I'll say, "I sure do. It retired me. Let me give you a coupon." And that's how that works. Get a green purse. Being blingy and green. People all the time when we're together, they'll say, "Man, you guys are blingy." It's because of our business. We're just blingy.
Yeah, when we first got here, we were getting pizza. And the guy's like, you were inside, I was outside. He's like, "Man, you really like green." He's like,
yeah,
everything coordinates.
That's
like,
right.
That's
we
my
wear
business.
Green.
There's a coupon.
Another cool thing you can do is, and this is genius, get one of these. It's a lanyard. Put a Blitz card right here. Hang it. Walk around with a Blitz card hanging from your neck. I promise you, people will say, "What is that?" And then you can say, "Oh, it's my business card, actually. Let me give you one." There are so many ways that you can get people to ask you. So those of you that are really afraid to Blitz out there,
get a little crazy.
People ask you.
Get green, black, and bling in your blood and wear it all the time. Because they will.
Bleed green, black, and bling.
They will.
You go to the hospital and you hurt yourself, bleed green. Or they'll ask you why you bleed green. So this, cards, shirts, because we're going to have to do a part 2 in a minute. But this card, shirts, getting people to ask you, I've become a pro at it. Or somehow, I'll say, "Oh, well, I'm not from here." What's the next question? "Where are you from? Why are you here?" "Oh, my business." There's always a way. Business? When we walk into a store, the first thing I do when I walk into a store and a lady comes over to help me is I'll say, "Do you have anything this color green?" And I'll point to my purse or my nails. And they'll go, "Why?" "My business. Let me give you a coupon since you asked." It's all about you can kind of switch it around and you can make them ask you. But back to my day real quick because I'm going to let Angie do the rest of the blitzing in part 2 video. Basically, anything that happens, I have 2 mottos. One is get more out of everything you can get more out of something. You can always get more. Like I said, when I'm at the carry out, I pay attention to my surroundings. I don't just give it to the lady that cashes me out, the 5 people in line behind me at the grocery store, wherever I'm at. Sticking coupons where I know people that would want them would be, like where the diet pills are, or where diapers are, or Desitin, whatever. Vitamins. I will stick my coupons there because
magazines, fitness magazines.
Yeah, you know people are looking when you're sitting in a waiting room. Stick your coupons in there. There's so many places. But always get more out of what you're doing. You can always do it. Just like if I'm on the way to go wrap somebody, I'll say, "I know this is last minute, but if you can get a neighbor or a friend over, I'll give you the wrap at my cost." And they still get it for $25 or whatever. Just get more out of something. Everything you're doing, you can always get more. And then just don't forget. I've always said that 10 Blitz cards a day at the very minimum. That is for somebody that, if you're trying to go diamond in 3 months, you need to be handing out 20 to 30 a day. And there's different ways to do that. Like I said, if I'm at the carry-out, I just give the lady one at the carry-out and 5 behind me. That was 6 already. That's 6 already. They can go very fast. And the other thing that you and I are really good at doing about blitzing is we pay attention to what people are saying. Like if we're at dinner, if we hear somebody at the table next to us, and we'll say, "We didn't mean to eavesdrop, but we couldn't help overhear that you were just talking about diabetes. Is it okay if I give you a couple coupons?" It's just about not being afraid and not being shy, because you're going to get nowhere by doing that. So basically, that's kind of how I blitz. I have 2 kinds of blitzers. I say there's creepy blitzers, and then there's me.
I'm a creepy blitzer.
She's a creepy blitzer. It's okay to be a creepy blitzer. I'm just not comfortable with creepy blitzing. But I can figure out tons of other ways to blitz. So, Angie, I'm actually going to let you kind of take it over and talk about what you've done to invent the way you're doing things now that's helped me and so many other people's businesses.